And so along that research I came across this amazing technology called CSP, which is basically concentrated solar power. And the way it works is that you basically have an arrangement of mirrors around the tower, and all the mirrors reflect the sunlight into the top of the tower, generating heat. And then the heat is used to produce energy. And the thing that caught my eye about this technology is the fact that if you look at the power plant, it actually looks pretty beautiful. You know, it's a good-looking power plant. And I think that's a weird thing to say about a power plant because, you know, you usually think of them as strictly functional pieces of engineering with practically no aesthetical considerations whatsoever. But this one was different. And by the end of this research, of course, I realized that I was running out of time, right? I mean, the deadline was just a couple of weeks away and I had nothing. And so that's when it struck me, you know, that if you think about it, I'm not the only one running out of time. I mean, the whole planet is running out of time when it comes to making the switch to renewable energies. And so I thought it might be interesting to explore this concept, you know, that this is the time to make that change, to switch to green energies. I think in one of the panels I put something about energy being just as precious and fleeting as time, and thus we should appreciate energy as much as we appreciate time. You know, that concept is something I think everyone can relate to. Time defines our lives in a way, and so should sustainability. So I thought it might be an interesting way of getting through to people. And you know, when thinking about time, of course you think of a clock. You know, a clock gives you this idea that you're running out of time, or on the contrary, that you have plenty of time. I mean, it could work both ways, and that's the point, right? Because after all, the idea is to send an optimistic message through this installation. And I remember I do have a small wooden hourglass of my own, and I remember staring at it for a few minutes, watching it work as I was thinking about the project. And as I was watching this material trickle down the neck of the hourglass, by the way, that's powdered eggshell. All my life I thought it was sand, but that's okay. And as I was watching it trickle down, I was thinking, you know, how amazing would it be if this material could be energy itself, right? What if this could be light trickling down the neck of the hourglass as if it was a substance, right? A material, something you could see. And so I was at this point fascinated by this concept. I just didn't know how to make it work. And that's when I remembered about the CSP power plant and how it bounces the light onto one focal point, and all I needed to do was bounce it back down, and it would appear as if the hourglass was trickling energy or light. And that's basically how I came up with the idea. You know, it's amazing because if you look at the ending result, it probably amazes you just how simple it looks. But you know, the concept and the process that led to that result was actually a complete roller coaster of ideas and concepts and information, and it was all brand new for me. So I have to say I'm pretty excited about the results. I think there are some amazing ideas over here, and hopefully in the near future we can see some of them become a reality in our cities and in our everyday life around Copenhagen or abroad. So thank you.